You see that sign? It can only mean one thing. You are in the home of the United Wrestling Network for another exciting edition of Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. I'm your host, Gilbert Corsi, and we've got a packed hour today. You will see the man who ended Lord Cruz's undefeated streak, El Primo Genio. The question now, can he keep that newfound momentum going? Also, Zeta, Zang, and Savannah Stone, they will finally square off after their physical altercation back on Primetime Live. How about our main event? Reno Scum looks to defeat the current World Tag Team Champions Midnight Heat to earn a shot at those titles. And up first, a bitter rivalry that has been brewing all year continues as Jude Diz looks to take the second step in beating every member of the institution as he takes on the silent killer, Freeman. That match starts now.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Bay Area, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Black Rose, Jude Diz.
What a way to kick things off. Jude Diz, such an incredible competitor, so much upside. He had a great victory at Primetime Live against Adriel Noctis, EJ Sparks, but this issue has really held him back with Jack Banning and company.
Yeah, why can't the institution just leave him alone?
Well, he passed the first test. Did Jude Diz got past Divine? This step number 2 in getting his hands on Banning.
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the institution from Shady Pines, weighing in at 225 pounds, Freeman.
You've seen it all here. Jack Banning leading Freeman, Honest John, and the institution. And I say, well, why couldn't they have just left well enough alone with Jude Diz? And now he's got to go through all these hurdles to get to Jack Banning.
Yeah, back at Commerce Casino, Jude Diz jumped that first hurdle, and even though he was told not to, Honest got involved. He's been kind of browbeaten by Banning ever since, and as has become customary, Jack Banning is making his way over to the broadcast position. Boy, what a pleasure this is.
James Kincaid, as I live and breathe, I haven't seen you in weeks.
Hi, Jack. Welcome back to the commentary table. Let's see if Jude Diz passes test number 2. Is going to get closer to getting his hands on you, Mr. Banning.
Yeah, that's if he can get past test number 2. Freeman is an absolute monster. No one even knows what he's capable of yet. We've been holding him on a leash. Not for long, though.
Jude Diz springboard here, cross body, might do it right here.
Nice.
Feverishly looking for the victory. Were you impressed with Jude Diz that he got past test number 2 in Divine, or test number 1 in Divine?
I was. It was incredidible. He did a wonderful job, and I'm happy for him.
I'm not sure I really buy that, Banning. I mean, what is your issue with Jude Diz anyway? I mean, this is something of your own design that you were messing with him with that group, the institution. I don't even know what your manifesto is, what you're preaching here, what you're selling.
I don't have a problem.
What a shot there by Freeman. Jude Diz to the outside. Freeman in complete control. Again, Jude Diz has to pass every single test. He's going to have to beat Freeman at some point. I guess Honest.
That was a choice. I gave him an ultimatum. He chose this.
Oh, no.
And that's the thing. Everyone's painting me to look like a bad guy. I don't have a problem with Jude Diz, James. He's the one that has a problem with me, with us.
Well, I think he has a legitimate gripe after everything that you've done. And now Freeman trying to pick apart Jude Diz.
Let me ask you this. Is Freeman in total control? You seemed less than happy about the fact that Honest got involved in that match, or attempted to, with Divine back at Commerce Casino. Is Honest in the doghouse when it comes to the institution?
He is in the doghouse, but I'm not
What a
going
back
to
body drop.
vilify him for mistakes like that. He doesn't learn like everyone else. He reminds me a lot of myself as a young man. He just learns a little bit differently. It takes him a little bit of extra time. I'm not going to ostracize him or punish him for that, like society would have me do.
Scary thought that anybody could remind you of yourself and what you were like as a young man. I shudder to think what you were like Banning.
What is your deal, James? Why do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you. I find you vexing, and I think what you are selling is dangerous to people. I think the institution, obviously, to wit, is dangerous. You're seeing it on display right now to Jude Diz.
That's extremely dangerous right there. Just head first into that second turnbuckle, courtesy of Freeman.
Yeah, let's talk about Freeman for a second. Take a look at his back. You see all the scars on his back? He earned every single one of those.
One of the heaviest hitters in the game, into the cover here, and he's going to dash the dreams of Jude Diz, but not yet. And certainly a quality hitman to have on the roster for you, Jack.
He's not a hitman. He's not any type of disciple. He is an equal.
I mean, but the fact remains, as Freeman just colliding with the face of Jude Diz there. Jude Diz in a bad, bad way. You know, every time you get your tendrils into one of these guys, a change comes over them, and it certainly doesn't seem to be for the better. They're more vicious, they're glassy-eyed, and seem to take on a completely new personality.
Yeah, they're improving. We were always like-minded. I just let them know that they weren't alone. Look at they let me know that I wasn't alone.
The heart of Jude Diz, he just won't stay down. He keeps getting hit, he keeps getting back up, but taking a long time this time. What a shot that was by Freeman. Oh my gosh, the punishment continues.
Yeah, Freeman is lighting up Jude Diz. Looks like this might be the final hurdle, and Jude Diz might not be able to overcome it, and that'll keep you away from Jude Diz, which I'm sure makes you very happy. But as I say that, what a counter and what a kick from Diz.
This is temporary. Freeman's a killer. An absolute killer.
Diz trying to fire up, trying to build some momentum here. Tilt the whirling. What? Taking Freeman over.
Using his speed to disorient the big guy, but the question is, if Jude Diz is able to pass all these tests, James, what's he going to have left for Banning? I mean, it's an incredibly tough road, a murderer's row to get through.
Yeah, quite a shell game that you've rigged there for yourself, Banning.
I actually didn't rig anything. Again, like, look at the footage.
Oh, mercy! what a maneuver from Jude Diz into the cover.
Boy, that got Banning on his feet. How close was that? Almost took that second step.
You get nervous, Jack?
You would have loved that. You guys want me to fail so bad, just like everyone else in my life. You want me to fail because you don't agree with the way I live my life.
I want you to have your chance to fail if you actually face Jude Diz in the ring.
Well, this is a bed he made for himself, and now he is lying in it. He could have said no.
Freeman is just tossing Diz into the corner.
This pain, this suffering, this is what pride gets you. You gotta know when to fold them.
Doesn't look like pride. It looks like Freeman that's dishing out the pain and suffering, and you laugh.
He's getting what he deserves. He's getting what he asked for. I said, if you want to get to me, you have to beat all of my men. He said yes. Why is any of this my fault?
He's willing to go through this to get to you, and that is something, you know, you spread so much fear. That's something, if I were in your shoes, I would be scared about. Somebody that will willingly put himself through this type of
What a boot from Diz. Looks like another one of your little cult followers might be taking the L, Banning.
Cult follower? You think I'm in a cult?
I call him, hey, hold on. I call him like
Absolutely
I see it. Please don't put your hands on me. I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a competitor.
Well, then how about you and I have a sit-down interview?
Honest just pushed him off. That's going to be a disqualification. That's going to be a disqualification.
Here is your winner via disqualification, Jude Diz.
Banning.
Wait, take note. Don't call him a cult leader. My goodness. And you know what this means, James, is that Jude Diz has passed step number 2.
Yeah, he passed the second test. Honest John costing Freeman the match.
There is a lot of dissension in the ranks here.
Banning fit to be tied, as he should be, honestly.
Jude Diz has got one more hurdle. It's going to be Honest, and then he can get to Banning. More to come on Championship Wrestling.
The 16-time world champion, Nature Boy here, representing Car Shield. Woo! Sometimes Slick Rick has to take his own ride. So I called Car Shield because I can't worry about expensive car repairs. Like a new engine, woo! Or a transmission, woo! Expensive car repairs have met their match, woo! Car Shield and Ric Flair do it better than anybody else, woo!
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Harmon here with El Primo Genio and Sergio Santana. Primo, you're looking to continue your momentum.
Yes, I am. And I'm going to be facing Beef Candy. And I needed a tag partner, so Sergio will do.
I feel I need to remind you, Beef Candy are former World Tag Team Champions.
I don't care. I'm not afraid of anybody.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 435 pounds, the team of Sergio Santana and El Primo Genio Tribeca.
Get set for tag team action here on Championship Wrestling. My goodness, Primo Genio full of himself, full of confidence after that upset victory over Lord Drew.
Dare we say potentially overconfidence? Remains to be seen.
And introducing their opponents, stepping off of Abbott Kinney Boulevard at a combined weight of 421.25 pounds, the eye candy Richie Slade and grade A Lex McCallion, all GMO Beef Candy.
A lot of important matches in the pecking order of the tag team division here on this program. This being one of them, a chance to see the now former United World Tag Team Champions Beef Candy back in action, looking to get back to their winning ways.
Yeah, a chance to get back on track, earn their way back to the titles. And for Primo Genio and Sergio Santana, a chance, like you said, to rise up those ranks, maybe earn a title shot of their own. And what a great way to continue building momentum that would be for Primo Genio.
It certainly would be, and it would dash any hopes at another rematch for the titles for Beef Candy in quick order. Speaking of the tag team division, still to come, the reigning champs will be in non-title competition, but will it stay that way? They take on former champions, the Reno Scum. If Scum get the victory, they are next in line.
Here we go, underway. Flex and Primo starting things off for their respective teams.
Power versus quickness here.
Right now, early returns for Flex McCallion, but of course, as I say that, Primo Genio, oh no, Flex coming right back through like a truck.
Ran him over, all GMO. And there we see the speed, quick, lightning quick knee. And he can catch you in a hurry. I mean, just ask Lord Crew. Does not elect to make the tag though. Runs right into this bear hug, and now what? An overhead throw by Flex.
God, just tossing him like a rag doll into the cover. 2 count only. Yeah, Primo Genio electing not to tag. And maybe thinking better of it now.
You alluded to that overconfidence, and I think, as if to say, hey, I got this. That was, the body language I saw. Step up Enziguri, but bad body positioning because he sent Flex right towards his corner. Does not tag again, runs right into that clothesline.
Yeah, it took too much time as well. It took his eye off the ball. Scored with that Enziguri, but then let Flex get right back into it, and now in comes Slade, and Primo Genio in a bad way once again.
What a performer Slade is, former Heritage Champion, former Tag Team Champion, of course. I don't know what's, oh, look at this inside cradle. He's the king of the upset as Primo Henio almost scored another one. Eats a big shot by Slade.
Yeah, what a win for his team if they were to get by Beef Candy. What a chop from Richie Slade. Primo Henio willing to give it right back to him, though.
This thing turning physical in a hurry. Advantage Slade right now, but the speed of Primo Henio. Big flying clothesline. Table is turned yet again. Scoop and a slam. Tribeca putting on a film festival here. Saying, hold on, not quite yet. Standing moonsault.
Unbelievable, into the cover. What a victory this is going to be. No. Primo Henio looking fantastic right now.
He is, but he's got a fresh
here we
man
go.
on the outside.
Getting ready to tag in Sergio.
Runs right into.
Oh my goodness! Rattling off the mat.
Double trouble. Nothing sweet about that. Oh, that was razor close to being over.
Yeah, Primo Henio in dire straits now after that double team from Beef Candy.
He's acting, Primo Henio acting like he drank some Felis Felicis or whatever it is, some liquid luck.
Yeah. Feels like he can do no wrong in there, but the reality is he made a myriad of mistakes, and it's going to cost him right now.
Here are your winners, Beef Candy.
I don't know what's bigger, the upset win that he had over Lord Crew or his ego. Let's take a look back at the action brought to you by Quick Quack Car Wash. Over 160 locations nationwide. Don'tDriveDirty.com. Here we see Primo Henio. He was on fire. But again, this was a tag team match, James.
I think we saw it happen. Confidence brimming over into overconfidence. And it cost not just Primo Henio, but Sergio Santana at getting a big-time victory over Beef Candy.
That sling Slade into the heart attack. Beef Candy back to their winning ways for big-time tag team action to come right here on Championship Wrestling.
Jack Farmer here, standing by with wrestling legend D'Lo Brown. D'Lo, what brings you to the United Wrestling Network?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm so excited to be here. I hear you guys are doing great things, United Wrestling Network, and I got to tell you, next week, me and my boy John LaQuesto have a very, very special announcement to make.
Well, folks, I am just as excited as all of you. Next week, the big announcement happens. Be sure to tune in.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Zeta, Bring the Bang, Zang!
Zeta, Bring the Bang, Zang being sung out to the ring here. What an entrance! Recently erupted on the scene here at the United Wrestling Network on pay-per-view and Primetime Live. To much fanfare. I mean, what an incredible addition to the women's division.
Incredible addition, and as you said, what an incredible way to make an entrance here at the Irvine Improv. Zeta Zang, such a tremendous competitor.
Made the transition from mixed martial arts where she was undefeated, 4-0. First female athlete signed to MLW.
The Mae Young Classic.
Mae Young Classic, yep. WWE, NXT, and now right here to the United Wrestling Network.
And introducing her opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, Unbreakable Savannah Stone.
Keep watch out, written on the hands of Stone.
Well, that would have been
perhaps.
That would have been good advice for Zeta Zang a while back at Commerce Casino. Now, obviously, Zang got a great reception here at the Irvine Improv. A less than stellar reception for when it comes to Alex Gracia and Unbreakable Savannah Stone, who have really made it a rough entrance to the United Wrestling Network for Zang.
Yeah, not a warm welcome into the women's division at all, and it's get-back time for Zang, but taking on such a hard hitter, Savannah Stone. Look, Stone trying to back up Zang as she finds sanctuary in the corner.
Zeta Zang's debut here in the United Wrestling Network took place on pay-per-view on Primetime Live, where she faced the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia. Gracia got the win. Many considered an upset, but she was distracted throughout the match as well because Savannah Stone was at ringside at commentary. And yeah, I would not, don't shake that hand, you better count your fingers. Oh, boy.
Okay.
We'll test the strength. And I don't think you want to give your arm up to somebody that is the MMA background. Zang, happy to oblige, even despite the lack of hygiene.
Yeah, will not be toyed with, will Zeta Zang. Oh, what a headbutt from Stone.
Yep, can't do that in the MMA cage.
Oh, but hanging with it is Zang.
Out of the knuckle lock, who's going to get the advantage out of this transition? Looks like it's going to be Zeta Zang. Nice arm wringer, takes down Savannah Stone.
Zang again trying to beg off a little bit. Zang this time not waiting for it.
In returning the favor, Zang was on commentary for a Savannah Stone match against Candy Girl, and things got physical between these two again, so it's good to see him able to settle it perhaps in the ring, looking for the butterfly lock. Nice counter into the knee by Zang, and a beautiful snap suplex, nicely done.
Expertly done by Zang, and drop kick follow-up as well. Zang looking to take early, but look at Stone just now begging off into the ropes, trying to keep the official in between her and Zang, maybe checking her teeth after that drop kick.
Yeah, might have rearranged a couple molars or incisors, but used it as a leverage move, suckered her in. Did unbreakable Savannah Stone, now taking the advantage, using that second rope to drape the throat of Zeta Zang and nullify that great start that Zang had in this matchup.
Now Stone, look at continuing to do it, trapping Zang's arm on the top rope before just smashing down on it.
Well, you take that arm out, you might take out the Zang Bang, that Northern Lights bomb that Zang is known for executing. Boy, clubbing shot, and I'll tell you, they don't come more physical. Boy, beautiful single leg takedown. That was extremely physical. Full mount, not where you want to be with Zang. Using a blast from her MMA pass.
It is getting all sorts of physical in there. Break it down. Look at Zang.
Oh, the arm,
yes.
Yep.
Oh, no, but into a pin.
Ooh, shoulders were down, yes.
Yeah, Zang almost got caught. Smart by Stone. I'll give her credit where it's due.
And that's a difficulty MMA fighters sometimes find when they transition to pro wrestling. A lot of the submission holds that they try and execute puts their shoulders on the mat. Of course, you got to watch out for the 3 count in the world of professional wrestling.
Put Zang in jeopardy. Did Stone. Zang going right to that leg, bringing her down to her level, but a slap across the face, but Zang all too willing to offer one in kind.
This thing is personal, and it's getting real physical in a hurry. And oh man, rocked her with that. Down goes Savannah Stone, but comes to just in time, has the wherewithal to kick out.
That was a shot. Yeah, it looked like the lights were going out on Stone. And once again, back in familiar territory, Stone into the corner. Charging out though at Zang this time. Zang able to cut her off.
Sweeping the leg, changing levels is Zeta Zang, going upstairs, downstairs, all points in between. Upstairs there with the clothesline. And has got Stone rocking and reeling at the moment, but Stone's so dangerous.
Oh, but Zang offering those strikes. Doubling over Stone.
It's turning into Slugfest City real quick between these two. Hip attack by Zang.
Stone trying to fend off Zang's tied. Oh, look at that. And again, down goes Stone. Stone could be out.
Yeah, if it was MMA, the ref would be waving it off. That would have been a TKO, you got to believe, but safety of the ropes. Survival tactics here by Savannah Stone.
Stone saying my jaw
might be unbreakable. It's being tested here by Zeta Zang. Might be soft foods only Savannah Stone from now on.
Zang charging back in now. No safety in the corner right now for Savannah Stone. Oh, but Stone just fought off Zang. What a stiff shot from Stone.
And now Stone's got the high ground.
Perching on the second rope.
I don't think this is where Stone's at her best.
Yeah, certainly not known for, but maybe adding more to her repertoire.
What does Zang have in mind here? Has Stone in a precarious position. They can superplex here.
On the cliffs of disaster for Stone. If Zang can pull off this superplex, mercy!
Whole lot of humanity comes crashing down, and now looking to take advantage. Has Stone, look at this. Where is Stone finding this from? Just powers up.
Maybe she is unbreakable, Todd.
I guess.
Zang trying to hold on for dear life. Oh wait, what?
Tried to choke her out here. Rolls through.
Hanging on.
And sinking that choke in. Try and tap, tap, tap. It's all over.
Here is your winner, Zeta Zang.
What a counter from Zeta Zang to force a submission. Unbelievable.
Incredibly done. Was up in that fireman's carry. Turned it into a submission. And now look out here. No, not again.
Come on.
The Pink Dream continues to make life an absolute nightmare for Zeta Zang.
From behind.
This has got to stop.
An ambush from the Pink Dream. And Savannah Stone all too happy to oblige and continue the beatdown for a moment.
Now watch out, I guess. Watch out for another sneak attack. More to come on Championship Wrestling.
At CarShield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling CarShield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that CarShield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 183 pounds, the radioactive puppy, Danny Limelight.
Very apropos of the t-shirt, battle tested. That's exactly what Danny Limelight was. Well, golden opportunity, had to defeat Slice Boogie to qualify, got past Shane Hayes and Jack Manning in the first round, and then had to get by the likes of Willie Mack and Bateman to win the tournament to become the #1 contender to the world title.
Yeah, winner of the first ever golden opportunity. It was a moment in time, TK, that no one will soon forget. And now, as I said, on the precipice of becoming world champion, but not too pleased about that was Baron Black.
Yeah, the Emperor has got a big-time chip on his shoulder.
The man that you fear seeing approaching your doorstep.
Introducing his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 210 pounds, the Emperor, Baron Black.
I can hear your nervous heart pounding through your chest.
Baron Black wants to knock Danny Limelight off of his moon, off of his throne, you might say. That's the #1 contender for the world title. He's got a gripe, said he was the #1 ranked competitor in Championship Wrestling.
You know, a somewhat legitimate gripe, you know, from Baron Black, but just because he wasn't included doesn't take anything away from what Limelight went through to legitimately earn his title shot. And there will be other days for Baron Black, but he decided to try and spoil the party, and that has brought us to this match.
Challenge was issued, challenge accepted. Johnny LaQuasto, representative of the committee, made it all official. And certainly Baron Black, if he can get a victory over the #1 contender, will position himself, one would think, for a world title match down the line.
Exactly what he probably had in mind. This crowd firmly backing Danny Limelight, as you might expect. Such a great fan favorite here in Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, Limelight has the home field advantage for sure. The Emperor is not in Atlanta. He is at the Irvine Improv. He's finding that out quickly.
Smirk across the face of Baron Black.
Baron Black, you'll recall, did have a victory here on the all-new Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield back when we were in Oxnard for a series of episodes. Got a win over Honest John prior to his time in the institution.
Yeah, there's no sliding Baron Black's ability. Like I said, you know, he does have a gripe that he was not included, but there's only so many spots to go around as that drop kick sends Baron Black to the outside.
The Emperor in trouble early. Nowhere is safe when you're in there with the radioactive Poppy. He might fly here.
Oh, opting to pose, thought better of it. And just watching from the inside is Danny Limelight. Style points for days does the radioactive Poppy have. Oh, might have tweaked a knee there.
Oh, he might have. And Baron Black will take advantage. Big clothesline by the Emperor, turning the radioactive Poppy inside out.
Wasting no time, not even sure if Baron Black is aware of it yet, but keep an eye on that left leg and knee of Danny Limelight.
Baron Black's been in a ton of tough competition, tough matches on AEW. Dark has been victorious and now wants to make his bid here in the United Wrestling Network. Feels like he's been slighted. You know, I recall back on his social media, after he got his win over Honest John, he immediately said, hey, run me my title shot.
Wow, okay, so he's been trying to call his shot for a little while now. And no doubt that not being included in the golden opportunity frustrated him greatly. Trying to spoil the bodega celebration, but it's, you know, it's a hard time to keep Danny Limelight from having fun.
That's for sure. And even after, you know, a week of celebrating, I wonder if Danny Limelight is 100% for this matchup.
Good point, TK. Good question. But maybe the Pedialyte or Gatorade get the electrolytes back into Danny Limelight.
They have that at the bodega.
You can get anything there.
Abdominal stretch, time-tested maneuver here. Will really pull on that cartilage in between the ribs. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe even utilize an elbow here, but really stretching out Limelight. Limelight countering the strikes, uses his agility.
Taking down Black, creating that distance, but Black right back in on the attack. Doubling over Limelight.
This has been a very physical and deliberate Baron Black. You know, again, he's got a gripe, and you're seeing it up and over the top. He's looking for that Spanish fly. Not sure who got the worst of that, quite honestly.
Yeah, a little bit of a calamity of humanity in the ring. Not sure who is going to be able to rally from this point.
Limelight's getting to his feet first. And, you know, might try and press that advantage. Man, look at the eyes of Limelight, just so focused. Big uppercut in the corner, switching gears.
Limelight has his eyes on the prize more so than he ever has in his career. He's still going to be the radioactive Poppy. He's still going to showboat and do things his way, but he is zeroed in right now on what awaits him at the Red Carpet Rumble.
I just don't know with where his mind is at, how much pride he has, how focused he is, if anything can derail Danny Limelight at this point.
Quite a top-flight tune-up if he can get by Baron Black, but Baron Black has a lot to say about it. Danny Limelight, back of the head.
Nasty shot.
Low bridge.
Yep.
Baron Black up and over, and now Limelight gonna fly, the tornado elevation sensation from the radioactive Poppy, and the crowd erupts in raucous applause.
What a high-risk maneuver there by Danny Limelight. Making Baron Black pay the price, making him pay for sticking his nose perhaps where it didn't belong.
You hear Baron Black likes to say, you're gonna learn today, but right now Baron Black is learning a whole lot about Danny Limelight.
Look out, Maurice Onyando locks it in. What a beautiful transition to get there. This is how he advanced, and he does, gets the win.
What's going on, me head
Danny Limelight!
Well, the Emperor might be from Atlanta, but Limelight just sent him on a one-way trip to Tap Town. Tag team main event still to come right here on the all-new Championship Wrestling.
A Car Shield, we're always looking for the brightest talent.
Thank you for calling Car Shield. How may I help you?
This styling, profiling, limousine ride, wheeling, dealing son of a gun is here to tell you that Car Shield administrators make sure you don't have to pay for expensive auto repairs. Woo!
We want our employees.
Megan Harmon here, once again with the United World Champion, Jordan Clearwater, and the Embassy.
We've been on a tear, haven't we, boys?
Yes, my friend.
We've been on a tear, Megan. I have beaten a former UWN world champion.
That's right.
And still. I have beaten a former NWA world champion. And still. I have beaten a former AEW World Tag Team Champion. And still. I have beaten a former WWE Intercontinental Champion, and still, I have beaten what's his name? What's his name? What? Oh, that's right. I have beaten Little Willie.
Little Willie Mack.
Little Willie Mack.
If I may correct you, champ. What are you doing? Willie Mack is a cornerstone of the United Wrestling Network, multi-time champion. And yes, you have defeated a who's who of stars to maintain your grasp of that title. But everyone saw the Primetime Live pay-per-view and the underhanded ways that the Embassy found a way to come out on top.
Okay, so what?
Well, although the committee cannot grant Willie Mack a rematch right now, what we can do is next week in the main event, we could have a tag team match where Jordan Clearwater, the United World Champion, the Golden Boy, will team up with the Stretcher himself, Invictus Cash, as you take on Willie Mack and his tag team partner, a man who's undefeated against the Embassy right now, as a matter of fact, Raymond Jazikoff.
What?
I'm really starting to enjoy this job.
Don't listen to this.
This is a non-title tag team match where the Reno Scum wins. They'll receive a future opportunity at the United World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first from Reno, Nevada, at a combined weight of 430 pounds, Luster the Legend and Adam Thornstowe, the Reno Scum!
Former world tag team champions, and literally for them, they put the titles on the line in China, all over the world. And what an opportunity. If they get a win against the reigning champs, they'll be right back in title contention.
And introducing their opponents, being come to the ring by Guy Tweakassetti at a combined weight of 425 pounds. They are the United World Tag Team Champions, Rockin' Ricky Gibson and Precious Eddie Pearl, the Midnight Heat.
I mean, they are the champions and so accomplished. And I'm no fashionista, but I gotta say, I kind of miss the jackets compared to the half shirts here, Tom. Not my thing.
I'm having flashbacks to my freshman football days. We got our spirit pack, and it was the half shirt. I'm like, what are you doing to these poor linemen, you know, myself included. It wasn't pretty, let me tell you. But the Midnight Heat, I think Guy Tweakassetti might have written a check that his guys can't cash. Accepted this challenge, Johnny LaClasto made it official, and added the stipulation. If the Scum get the win, they're next in line for a title shot.
Yeah, champs might have, and Guy Tweakassetti might have put their foot in their mouth a little bit here.
Two-time champions, initially defeated the Bodega for the titles, defeated Beef Candy for this, their second reign. And how about recently on pay-per-view, taking on the likes of the Bollywood Boys and getting the win. They've been Defy Tag Team Champions as well.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys all over the place.
They torching the Pacific Northwest and dominating here at Championship Wrestling as well. Take nothing away from those two. As tight a team as you will find on display right now. Continuity in spades, and they also know how to find any shortcut, whether that's on the road or in the ring.
The Wrestling Prestige Tag Team Champs as well, but again, what a pay-per-view battle it was with Harv and Gurv. The Bollywood Boys, would love to see them go at it again, but man, this place is turning into one big mosh pit for the Reno Scum.
Firmly behind the Scum. Looks like Thornstowe will start things off for the Scum, and Eddie Pearl for Midnight Heat.
What a matchup this should be. huge title implications. Oh boy, these two are close.
Absolutely. Just get them going, telling stories about that van that they've driven up and down the roads in. Some of it unsettling.
It's going to be Adam Thornstowe starting things off with Precious Eddie Pearl. Big time main event here. Implications, again, if the Reno Scum can get the victory, they will earn a title shot.
Look at that. Look at Eddie Pearl running through Thornstowe, but Thornstowe hanging on and just tripped him up face first. Might have hurt the bridge of the nose there.
No wasted motion. Wily veteran.
Yeah.
Wily veteran Adam Thornstowe.
That's some serious efficiency in the ring. And going right back to it is Thornstowe at the expense of Eddie Pearl. Launch him into the corner, coming right back in.
Only good things, only good things. What a shot there by Adam Thornstowe. I wouldn't say anything bad about him. You saw that shirt he wore out here. Snitches get stitches.
Swinging wildly, coming up empty-handed was Eddie Pearl. Well, we do have the extra headset if Adam or Lester ever want to throw it on. And
I don't know.
Listen.
I'm still having nightmares of when Jack Banning was out here.
Yeah, you ain't a kid.
Scoop and a slam by the big man, making Precious Eddie P think about it, dropping that big dome down.
Lester, the legend, now isolating Eddie Pearl, shoulder thrust. Keeping his eye on Ricky Gibson. Smart move, and then just an overhand chop right across the chest of Eddie Pearl and keeping him in Reno Scum's corner. Nice precision headbutt to the sternum there.
They are absolutely punishing Precious Eddie Pearl.
And again, the foot and mouth of Midnight Heat and Guy Tweekacetti coming into play here. Reno Scum trying to earn tag team title shot, and they are in full control.
Adam Thornstowe, so vicious with the stomp. I mean, it's his signature offense. Of course, there's that legendary Scum stomp, but man, getting physical in his own right as Precious Eddie Pearl makes the tag. Rockin' Ricky G comes in, nobody home for the elbow.
Nobody home indeed, and Thornstowe right back to it, chopping away at Rockin' Ricky, and right back to Scum's corner. Just, they do it so well. Some of the best to ever do it, Reno Scum.
You know, as they say, James Kincaid cutting off the ring. Tag Team Wrestling 101, and these two, Reno Scum, are absolute professors of Tag Team Wrestling. Here's the cover. Only a count of two. Again, looking for the victory because a victory so pivotal in their aspirations to once again be tag team champs.
It's isolation and decimation right now. Reno Scum taking it to Midnight Heat. Ricky trying to fight his way out. There's the tag. In comes Eddie, and a handful of the Mohawk there. Eddie Pearl coming off the top rope, right across the face of Lester.
You catch a shot on the bridge of the nose, and the tear ducts start working overtime. Becomes tough to see, and that was a nasty shot. And that's kudos to the toughness of Lester, the legend, that he was able to fight through that.
No doubt about it. Might get him going a little bit. Just a pummeling to Eddie Pearl.
You know what they call that? Biggest little beatdown, because they hail from Reno, biggest little city. Been doing that for years. Speaking of cities, how about Penny City?
Not gonna like it is Eddie Pearl. Look at him desperately looking to Ricky, but into the armpit of Lester, the legend. Oh, tough luck, Eddie.
Well, I talked about tear ducts working overtime. Yeah. I think it's the other way around right now.
Little bit of the get back for Eddie Pearl from the Scum. Oh my goodness, what a combination from Thornstowe.
Yeah, what a combo. Little 8-minute segment there, as they call it, by the Reno Scum into the cover. Looking to get one step
on
closer.
the outside. He's right out here right in front of us. He's got that spray bottle.
That's been instrumental in some of their wins.
What is Tweak doing? What is he doing?
He pulled his man out of harm's way. And Lester hit hard and heavy.
Come on. Somebody's got to get control of Tweekacetti. That's going to change the complexion of the matchup and the whole tag team division.
That was a huge difference maker. And if they can keep Lester on the outside, well, that's not what they're going to do. I thought they were maybe going to try and force the count out. And imagine if Midnight Heat get the victory, then when it comes to the Reno Scum, they'll be a non-factor, at least for the moment, when it comes to title contention.
Yeah, it can put them in their rear view mirror. They see Ricky Gibson went for that elbow on the head of Lester the Legend. I think the elbow got the worst of that exchange, but as it stands right now, they are still dominating Lester and Reno Scum, thanks to Guy Tweekasetti.
Lester the Legend continues to be in no man's land. This match continues right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to our main event. Lester so close, closer than ever before, but now Thornstowe pulled down on the outside. Look out here. Generals gathered in their masses. It's the backstabbeth.
So close, yet so far away for Lester, and now the title aspirations are slipping away as well. In comes the 3, no.
How tough is Lester? How bad does he want a shot at the titles for him and his partner, Adam Thornstowe? Not too many have survived the backstabbeth.
But how much longer can Lester survive in general from this onslaught? What a bulldog from Lester. Now can he finally make the tag? Is this the opening? He's still down. He's sustained so much damage. He's got to get to Adam Thornstowe. Reaching out, make the tag, he does.
Crowd chanting, oi, Thornstowe in, super scum punch, and Thornstowe is very, very fresh.
The freshest man in the matchup just about kicked off Eddie Pearl's head, and a shot to Ricky. Thornstowe feeling it right now. Ricky wisely rolling outside, but you won't be safe from Thornstowe. Oh, Eddie Pearl making the sacrifice, not the legal man, smart play, and Ricky trying to catch Thornstowe, but Thornstowe lying in wait, saw it coming.
More of the same for Rockin' Ricky G as well. Can Thornstowe keep this momentum up? Swing and a miss. Doesn't miss with the drop kick. Well, he's one of the best in the game when it comes to throwing that standing drop kick. Let me tell you, look out here, standing drop kick into the standing moonsault, into the cover, and almost into a title shot.
Yeah, not quite 3. But Reno Scum have swung that pendulum momentum in their favor since Lester made the tag, and tagging back in the Legend.
Boy, I don't know about that unless it's for double teaming, and that's what they're doing, and they do it best. Look at this, Senton, assisted by the big guy.
Better than just about anyone, but I think you're right, Todd. It was maybe questionable to tag Lester in so soon after all that damage, but it's working out for him.
It is right now.
Oh, mercy!
Death Valley driver on the apron. Luster has Gibson set up for the Scum Stomp. Can Thornstowe deliver?
That's why I'm not a wrestler, because the strategy's paying off for the Scum. Oh, come on!
Tweekasetti with that spray bottle to no avail, had no effect. Come on here.
Official call for the bell. That's a disqualification.
It is.
That's a disqualification.
It is. We'll get the official word. That means that Reno Scum will get their shot, but hold on here. That's just the beginning of the story.
Guy's about to get his shot. And he certainly deserves it after all the antics he's begging off right now.
Well, maybe cooler heads will prevail. I mean, they already got what they want. They're going to get their title shot.
Yeah,
well,
spoke too soon.
As Lee Corso would say, not so fast.
Yeah, not so fast. Spoke too soon. Oh no.
They want to deliver the Scum Stomp, and they do on Guy Tweekasetti.
Just
here are your winners by disqualification, the Reno Scum.
Well, I mean, give Guy the assist to Reno Scum. He caused the disqualification.
Guy Tweekasetti,
yeah. Give the assist to Guy, helping the Scum earn a title shot.
The seas were very rough for the Hardy Cap